Hello, everybody. Coach Luis here, health fitness specialist with Exos at Autodesk. Welcome to Workout Wednesday, 30-minute metabolic session, quick sweat before lunch or during your lunch. Got a lot to go over here, so I'm going to dive right into it. What we're going to be doing today is a two-part workout. Now, we're going to keep it pretty similar with the EMOM style, every minute on the minute, switching over to something else. However, the length of work in our intervals is going to vary throughout both parts 1 and part 2. So part 1, I'm going to go over real quick. Part 2, we're going to do consecutively after part 1. So part 1 is going to start out with a push-up to pike. And so we're going to be on the ground here, hands under the shoulders, doing a solid push-up here, elbows out away from the body, but not too far. And then as we push up, we're going to push ourselves up into that pike position. Now, we do have options for modifications here today, guys, being on the knees, being in a nice plank position, getting that solid push up there for the upper body, and then we can kind of get back up into the plank, do the pike, and then bring the knees back down. We want to keep that core nice and tight, keep that kind of plank form, whether we're rotating from the knees or the toes there. So that's number 1 for part 1. Number 2, exercise number 2 for part 1 is going to be a pause squat. So how long are we pausing for? We're just getting down into that air squat. We're going to be down here for 1, 2, and then squeeze those glutes, come up on 3. So as we go, you guys will be able to count out for yourselves. Just on 3, we can power those hips back up, but we're holding it down there for 2. All right, exercise number 3 for part 1. We're going to be on the ground doing a nice little core exercise here, dead bug to hollow. So for those who are unfamiliar, the whole back is glued to the ground here with the core. The arms are reaching up towards the ceiling, legs are bent to start. We're going to take those arms overhead, extend those legs at the knees here, getting into a hollow position again. This is going to be a harder part, locking down that rib cage here with the core. We want to feel no space in between our backs and the ground. And then we're just going to bring it right back in. So we're just alternating between these two positions. Try and hang out in that hollow position as much as you can handle, and then bring it back in for a quick rest. We're going to rep that out. So those 3 things to start, that's going to be our part 1. We're going to do 3 rounds of those 3 exercises. And as we go, it's going to be descending intervals. So what that means is round 1, we're going to work for 50 seconds and then rest for 10. Round 2, it's 45 and 15. And then round 3, it's 40 and 20. After we finish 3 rounds, we're going to go into part 2. So first exercise for part 2, we're going to get those shoulder blades moving with some bent over tees. Pushing those hips back, getting into a hinge position. Palms are going to be out to start, arms nice and straight. So that means our thumbs are going to end pointing towards the ceiling. We want to pinch those shoulder blades together. Squeeze a little bit through the armpits just to make sure those shoulder blades don't end up near the ears. Act like we're cracking an egg on the back. So that's number 1 for part 2. Number 2 for part 2, we're coming back to the ground. We're going to do some bridge marching, driving down exclusively through the heels here. We're using those glutes and hamstrings to support the hips. And then we're going to march one leg at a time. Again, just letting the heels make contact, using those hamstrings, those glutes, and that core to kind of drive the movement and the stability that we need to pause in these positions. So we're going to alternate like that. And then finally, everybody's favorite, we're going to be doing some burpees at the end for round 2, or part 2, I should say. But slightly different from your regular burpees here today, guys. What we're going to do is that 180-degree one. So what that means, we're going to put the hands down on the ground, jump the feet out, jump them back in, stand all the way up and jump if you can. Then we're going to turn around and do the same thing. So what this is going to do is make it so we don't have to do as many, but we're still moving in between our reps here. No real stopping, but after we jump, take a moment, turn around, find the space again, and then we can continue to go. So similar to part 1, part 2 is going to have those descending intervals where we're going to work from 50 and 10 to 45 and 15, and then 40 and 20 seconds all throughout those rounds. After that, we're going to cool down, and then we'll get out of here. So big shout out to Jazzy putting the workout in the chat here today, guys. I know that's not the typical workout. Check out the chat if you are at any point confused or just curious about what's coming next or what the time intervals look like. Go ahead and check out the chat. Thanks again, Jazzy. Let's go ahead and hop into our warm-up, and then we'll get going on this workout. Before we get started with the warm-up here, you guys, one thing that we're gonna absolutely need for this workout is some water. So if you guys don't already have some water in the space set up, go ahead and do so. Pop some ice cubes in that stuff. We wanna stay hydrated and cool throughout this workout. I know you guys are probably thinking, well, why the long sleeve? This is the only Clean Exo shirt I got. We'll deal with it. All right, time to warm up. Let's start with some space out here in front of us. Those feet planted about shoulder width apart. We're gonna push those hips back, try and reach down towards the ground here. Letting the arms and the head hang for a moment. Taking a breath, bend those knees so the hands can touch the ground. And we're walking those hands out into our nice plank position, kind of our push-up starting position, if you will. Let's big lunge with that left foot. It's gonna land outside that left hand while keeping that back leg nice and straight. Let's twist. Left hand's gonna reach up towards the ceiling or sky. Breathe for a moment, check in with that back leg. Let's bring that left hand back down. Good job, you guys. All right, bring that left foot back. Same thing, other side. Big lunge with that right. We're gonna let that right hand leave the ground. Twist to reach up towards the ceiling or sky here. Breathe. Good. All right, we're bringing that right hand back down, right under the shoulders is getting planted again. Bring that right foot back. Push yourself back up into quick pike position. We can kind of tread a little bit if we want to stretch out those calves. And then let's start to walk those hands back in, bending those knees if you have to get back into that forward fold position. Then we can just slowly roll ourselves up, one vertebra at a time, letting those head, neck, and shoulders, last things to come up. There we go, you guys. Good job. Shake it out. All right, second part of the warm-up, we're just gonna warm up that lower body with some regular air squats. So screw those feet into the ground. Let's get some tension through those hips. We're coming down like we're gonna sit in a chair, powering ourselves back up with those quads and those glutes. Remember, knees going away from each other, not towards each other. We wanna be active through those feet. Think tripod. Good job, guys. Let's do 2 more here. Good work, everybody. Good work. All right. Take a moment, shake it all out. We're feeling warm. The blood is flowing. Make sure you guys got your water near. I am about to set the clock up, and we're going to get going with this workout. Remember, guys, as always, you guys need some space to take a few seconds and rest, grab water. Feel free to do so. We're gonna get started here with that part 1. That's the push up to pike, the pause squats, and the dead bug to hollow for 3 rounds. We're gonna start here in 3, 2, 1. All right, guys, starting with long work intervals. So here we go, 50 seconds of the push up to pike. Big exhales are gonna help us here, you guys. Again, we're not going for a super high volume of reps here. I'm not trying to get as many push-ups in as I can. I'm just trying to move nice and smooth, have nice quality reps every single time, trying to make them all look the exact same. Good job, you guys. This is going to be the longest interval in which we have to do these first 3 things in part 1. We're almost done here. Keep moving, nice and slow, nice and smooth, and time. Great work, everybody. Okay, we're on our feet. Up next are those pause squats. Let's screw those feet in just like the warm-up. Here we go, let's get moving. So pausing for 1, 2, powering yourself up on 3. Now we're not all gonna move at the same pace, so feel free to count within your head or count for yourself. Just make sure that core is nice and tight. Make sure that we are breathing. Good work, everybody. Good work. 1, 2, power yourself up on 3. Try and keep yourself honest down there with the pause. Try and keep those quads and glutes engaged as we're down there in that hole. Almost done here, you guys. Good. And time. Well done, you guys, well done. All right, we're on our backs here, dead bug to hollow. Coming up next, big time with the core here. Remember, want an airtight seal between that back and the ground. All right, let's get into it. Legs up, arms up. Extend for a moment or two. Just want to make sure that we can hold that position for a sec and then bring those legs in and arms in. Now, if this is feeling really easy for you guys to hold for a second, hang out with me here for 5 or 10 or whatever you can handle. Good work, you guys, good work. We're almost towards the end of round 1 for part 1. Next up, we're gonna be working a little bit less, resting a little bit more, 45 and 15. Great work, you guys, almost done here. Hang on with me, and time. Well done, you guys, well done. Okay, round 2, part 1, we are now working for 45 seconds, resting and transitioning for 15. We're back to that push up to pike here in 3, 2, 1. All right, let's find that good starting position. Push up into pike. Make sure we lock those arms out for that pike position, you guys. Don't focus on one over the other. Got to be 2 equally important parts here. Good job, guys. Good job. Squeeze that chest. Squeeze through those armpits as well. Want to get some of those back muscles involved. Great work, everybody. 10 seconds. Keep going with those push-ups, you guys. I know they're tough, but they pay off. All right, and time. Good job, everybody. Good job. Okay, we're up onto our feet. Pause squats up next. A few more seconds to rest here. Get that rest in, get that water in. All right, here we go. 3. Excuse me. All right, time to go. All the way down. 1, 2, 3. We pop it back up. Good, there we go. Got to keep that core nice and tight, you guys, because we want to keep that back nice and straight. If our core gets loose or we don't have any tension, that is when we're going to start to see some curve in that spine where we don't want to see that curve. Good job, you guys. Good job. We're almost done. Power yourself up nice and strong. Last rep here. And time. Well done, you guys. Well done. Okay, dead bug to hollow. On our backs, second time out of 3 here. We're going in 3, 2, 1. All right, arms up, legs up. Find that airtight seal between the back and the ground. Then we can start to move. Don't want to feel that seal change at all. Trying to hang out for a little bit longer. Those arms and legs extended. Push yourself a little bit. See what you can do here today. Big exhales are going to help us keep that airtight seal going. Good job, you guys. Good job. About 10 seconds left. Big exhales. Stay with me here. We're frozen out here in this hollow position. And time. Great job, you guys. Okay, we're flipping on over. We're now going to work for 40 seconds and rest for 20. Last round of part 1. We're then going to hop into part 2. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Push up to pike for the last time here. Good job, you guys. Good job. By now we're feeling it in that chest. Not only are we squeezing the chest as we go down, we got a big squeeze going on as we come up as well. Great work, you guys. Great work. Getting really good by now at those fundamentals right here. Upper body push. Great work, you guys. We are almost done. Few seconds left. Couple more reps. Stay with me. And time. All right. We're up, guys, on our feet. Pause squats. coming up here. We still got 10 more seconds of rest. Grab water, walk around a little bit if you need to. We're starting in 3, 2, 1. Last time for these pause squats. Let's get nice and deep. Make that a nice long 2 seconds that we're hanging out down here. And that's a solid push up through that whole foot. Great work, you guys, great work. Good. I know we're feeling those glutes work real hard here. Big squeezes as we decide to go up after 2 seconds. Almost done. We got 7 seconds left. Time for one more rep here. And time. Great job, you guys. Great job. Shake out those legs a little bit. Hip joints are definitely awake. Let's lay it down. We got one more dead bug to hollow coming up. And we got 20 seconds of rest before part 2. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Arms up, legs up. No space between the back and the ground. This round's a short one. Let's just see how long we can hang out in that hollow position. Bringing those legs back in and arms back in will be our rest. But stay with me. See how long we can hold that position. Good job, you guys. Good job. We want to feel that burn through the core. I want to feel those muscles struggling to hold that rib cage down. All while we breathe. I know it's a tall task. We got 5 more seconds. Stay with me. And time. All right, you guys. So it is the end of part 1. We got 15 seconds until commencement of part 2. We're going to do the T's bent over, bridge marching, 180-degree burpees, and we're starting on 50 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest. So let's stand it up. We're going to get started here in 3, 2, 1. All right. Feet shoulder width apart. We're planted. Nice hinge through those hips. The back is as flat as it can be. Bringing those thumbs up towards the ceiling. We're pinching a fresh egg in between our shoulder blades here. We want to give it enough force so that it just cracks. And not just any little crack, like a serious crack. Let's put some force into this movement. Hold those shoulder blades together. We're working here. We got about 15 seconds left. Remember, this is going to be our longer round here to start. Not a lot of rest happening in this first round. Let's push it, guys. And time. All right, stand it all the way up with those glutes. Let's lay it back down. We're back on the ground. Bridge with marching coming up next. I know we're up and down a lot. All right, here we go. Push those heels down. Use those glutes. Drive those hips up. And then we can start to march. Remember, we want to keep those hips nice and stable in front, nice and flat. Imagine you got a plate, your favorite food, resting here on the front of those hips. Any deviation, any imbalance is going to send that plate of food sliding right off. Let's do our best here, guys. Still use that core. It's not just glutes and hamstrings on this one. Great job. 15 seconds. Longest work interval for this movement. Good. Keep those hips even. Drive down just with those heels. And time. Slowly lower yourselves down. Great work, you guys. Okay, let's stand up. Longest burpee interval coming up here. We're starting here in 3, 2, 1. All right, here we go. Good job, you guys. Remember, a little jump at the end there. If you're in a place where you can jump, we're going to turn ourselves around. Same thing. It's that little turnaround in the middle. It's going to allow us to rest a little bit. Won't have to do as many reps here, but we're going to stay moving the whole time. Great work, you guys. Great work. Be conscious of your space. We're not working with a lot of space. Just be careful. Make sure you got your room to do your burpees each way in your setup before you start to move. Good work, you guys. Good work. We're almost done. And time. Good work, good work. All right, starting at the beginning, guys, T's bent over. We're gonna start here in 3, 2, 1. All right. It is getting hot in here, even though I got the ceiling fan on. Let's continue to work here, guys. Less work. I'm going for 45 seconds. Doesn't mean we should be diminishing that quality. Same visual from before, trying to create a serious crack and some egg in the middle of our shoulder blades. Now we're ending with those thumbs pointed up towards the ceiling. We're hanging out for a quick second, squeezing our shoulder blades in that position. Almost done. Ooh, man, these shoulders are feeling it. Come on, work with me. And time. Whew. All right, that was a burn. Okay, bridge marching. We are on our backs. Once again here, guys, round 2, driving down with those heels. 3, 2, 1. All right, pushing down with the heels, hips come up. Make them nice and stable with that core. Then we can begin to march one side at a time. One leg is moving. If it helps, we can exhale as we drive that opposite knee up. Using that glute and hamstring to support with that down leg. Good job, you guys, good job. Getting near the end here. Let's continue to work hard. Good, we are almost done. Keep driving. And time. And hamstrings, we're getting tired with that one. Okay, burpees once again. We got about 8 seconds of rest. Shake it out, let's prepare. We're going here in 3, 2, 1. All right. Land with both feet on the ground here, you guys. Remember, we're putting those hands down on the ground, popping those legs out behind us, bringing those legs back in. Little hop there at the end. Good work, everybody, good work. Got a solid 15 seconds left. Now that upper body is probably feeling it by now. We're working through it though. One more rep. Good, and time. Good job, you guys, good job. Okay, T's bent over is up next. We're gonna work for 40 seconds, rest for 20. This is the final round of part 2. 3, 2, 1. All right, feet are planted. Pinch those shoulder blades. By now we know what to do. It's just a matter of how long can we keep those shoulder blades pinched back there, of how they're starting to burn. Remember, we're driving those thumbs up. If we need a little break, we can just stand up, shake it out, grab some water. Take a breath or two, but we are right back into it. A few more seconds here. And time. Well done, you guys, well done. Ooh, burn is getting pretty serious. Okay, bridge marching for the last time. Starting here in about 5 seconds. Remember, driving just through those heels. Toes are up. 3, 2, 1. All right, hips are up, they're nice and stable. Keep them that way as we drive one leg at a time. Good work, guys, good work. Everyone's killing it. Way to stay with me here, you guys. We're in the home stretch. Just burpees after this. No, I know it's not the best to end on. It's gonna keep that heart rate up. It's gonna keep us working hard till the very end. Great work, you guys. Couple more reps. And time. Slowly lower yourself back down. Good, okay. 15-second rest now. Burpees coming up. The final round, we're not going to be doing a whole lot, but we want to move quality here. Starting in 3, 2, 1. All right, here we go. Good job, you guys. Good job. Small little jump there at the end if you can. Good. As we go down, pushing away from the ground with those shoulders. Good job, everybody. Good job. About 15 seconds and we're done. Show me what you got in these last 15 seconds. Rest is right on the other side of these burpees, you guys. Good work, good work. And time. Great work, you guys, great work. Okay. Timer is going off. Everyone take a moment. Grab some water if you need it. Stand up, walk around, shake it out. Ooh. All right, so cool down. Let's go ahead and get into that right away. We got a few minutes left here. What we're gonna start with is some backwards shoulder rolls. So all we need to be doing is being standing for this one. Let those shoulders come forward, shrug up near the ears, roll back, and slide down the back of our rib cage here. Let's repeat. Let's try and slow the breathing down a little bit. We're only gonna do a few of these. Good. You can move at your own pace. Nicely done, nicely done. All right, last roll coming. Let's make it our biggest one. All right, shoulders are feeling a little looser, guys. Let's take those hands, interlace those fingers behind the back. Let those hands get really heavy. It's hard to hold them together when you are sweaty. All right, we're pulling those shoulder blades back and away from, or back and towards each other. Opening up that chest, guys. Let's begin to look up a little bit here. Breathe deeply into that chest. We're opening up that chest. Couple more long breaths here. Good. All right, after that next exhale, guys, we're gonna slowly let those hands go. Let's come down to the ground. We're gonna be on our backs for the final part of the cool down here today. And what that is going to look like is us stretching out the back of those hips. So, little figure 4 piriformis stretch. Let's bring that right ankle up, rested on that left knee. Now from here, you might already get a stretch just from pushing or doing a slight pull on that knee. So check in there. If you're already getting some medium stretch, go ahead and hang out. If not, let's go ahead and elevate that opposite leg. We can reach through to grab that left, interlace those fingers on it, on the back of it, I should say. And as we pull that left leg in, it should exaggerate our right rear hip stretch a little bit. So finding a spot that feels medium to you, and then just continuing to breathe deeply into that belly and help us calm down even more. Blow that air out like you're blowing it through a straw. Good, one more breath. After that exhale, we can slowly let that left leg down. Let's switch over to the other side. Left ankle coming to right knee. Again, check in, push, or a slight pull. Is that giving you some stretch? If so, hang out. If not, let's go ahead and wrangle that right leg in. Pull it in closer to the chest. That's going to exaggerate our left rear hip stretch. Now we're breathing into that tension. Nicely done here, you guys. Nicely done. Let's do one more big breath. Good. All right. Feel free to stay in this position. I'm going to go ahead and slowly release out of this one. Thank you guys for joining me here today. As always, Coach Luis, super fun metabolic session here today. Now, stuff that we have going on, blood drive, the whole month of June, this is continuing to go on. So you guys can get appointments, donate blood, super helpful to the community and the world, especially in the times that we are living in. And we have a big announcement, and that is our Summer Shred Step Challenge. So free program, gonna be really awesome, a great way to network and do some team building stuff while also building up some healthy habits and getting all of our activity levels up this summer. So if you're looking for more information on that, you can head to our SharePoint site and also check us out on Slack. Lots of promotion going on there. And I think that is it. Oh, stretch break later today, 3 p.m. with Brittany. Don't miss out on that one. And I think that is all I got. So signing off, I will see you guys next time. Thank you.